It's Midwest Ghost Hunters and Dark Matter is our podcast we do here at Pythian Castle every weekend. John?
And please like, share, comment, anything that you want to do that on the platform you're listening on. That really helps us out a bunch.
I'm glad we're saying that so often because people still aren't fucking doing it.
No.
So, but it's okay. If you got a comment about the podcast, make that comment on the platform that you're listening to. That makes it a lot easier for us. Okay, so we are here at Pythian Castle. Our schedule's been monkeyed with a little bit because we had a snowstorm come through. We had an investigation lined up for that weekend, and we watched it all the way until like Thursday or Friday to see if it was actually going to happen, and it did. We got a lot of snow, and then we had to cancel it. That's kind of thrown everything off that we had planned, for this month, but we'll still get it all done. The home that we were going to investigate a couple of weeks ago when the snow came, it was Bree's house. And Bree is actually here with us at Pythian today on the podcast. Hello.
Hi.
Is this your first podcast experience?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
Boy, you picked a good one to...
yeah. We're just going to talk to you a little bit about kind of what's happening. You and I have talked back and forth via email for a while. I mean, you first get in contact like October, I think, or November.
We only lived there for a month so far.
Okay, when you first contacted, okay, yeah. So I think it was a while back. So we've been working on getting this one lined up for a little bit. We just kind of wanted to talk to you a little bit because we are going to come out to your place. It's going to be our first priority because she does have kids that live there. So we try to bump those up anyway. So we kind of wanted to talk to you today a little bit about just kind of what is happening at the house that you're living in. So you've lived there a lot less time than I guess I thought. When did you guys move in?
We moved in November.
Okay. And
or I can't, no.
It's not been long, though.
Yeah, we've only been there for about probably 5 months, and we've only stayed in the house for about 3 of them.
Okay. So did things start happening like right away when you moved in, or?
When we first were there for a month, no, not noticeably. But to my baby, because kids and animals can see stuff first before we can. And I never witnessed it with my baby, but my husband did. He said that she did not like my daughter's room and my living room, the ceiling fan. She would freak out. And I was like, I didn't understand why, because, I never went through nothing like this. And then eventually I put my little baby, which is 5 months old, she's 5 months old. So I just had her when we moved into this house. I put her in the room around 3 months with my 2-year-old to share a room. The first night is when I had to pull her back out. So
you had to pull her out. They were in the room together, and you had to
at nighttime.
Okay, what happened?
Well, my 2-year-old, she basically sat up in her sleep and was just sitting there. And he told me to go in and have her lay back down so she doesn't mess with the baby because she didn't know that she was in there. So I went in there because he thought she was awake, and she wasn't. And so she was actually sitting up asleep. And I was like, oh, that's weird. So I had her lay back down. And then so I did all that, left the room, went back to doing the laundry like I was. He's seen an orb because we have cameras in my house because of the kids. And he's seen an orb fall on the camera in the TV, or on the TV in our living room because I had that pulled up to watch him.
Okay.
And I didn't believe him because I didn't see it myself. But then 15 minutes later, I seen it. And it came from the ceiling, went right down to the bed and right to her feet. I have all video of it and stuff. I don't have video of that because I didn't go back and pull the recording. But as soon as I seen that, I immediately went and pulled them out of the room. Like, I got scared because that was kind of weird how I was like, well, I didn't see it. But then I did see it 15 minutes later. And so then I moved them upstairs because I have like a little thing upstairs. It's like a one little bedroom, a half bedroom. It's more like for a playroom or like a little schoolroom because I homeschool my kids. And so after I put them up there, something fell in their room. I have a baby aquarium that is mounted on the wall, and it's mounted with the sticky things that have Velcro. So it's very durable. It's like a 15-pound thing that you can hold onto it. And this thing's nothing but like 5 pounds. So it shouldn't have fell. It was already hanging on the wall for like hours before that happened. We didn't know what it was at first. We had to go back on the camera because it sounded like it was really loud. I couldn't even tell you what it sounded like, but that happened, and then there was nothing we could do, so we just kept going and living there and stuff, and then eventually it started making us see it. It knocked over lemon cakes in front of us, at Walmart how you can get the lemon cakes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I had 2 or 3 stacked on top of each other in the living room. My baby was sitting in front of it, and I have that on camera, and it just knocks it over. There's nothing there. She's asleep. It's at nighttime. And I had literally just walked into the living room and then came back into the kitchen, turned around, and it fell. But ever since then, it's just been a lot of activity.
Have you ever actually seen?
Yeah.
Okay. What did you see?
Yeah, tell us about that.
I seen a white figure at first. So I have a video of a white figure running through my daughter's room. I didn't see that, but I have it on video. The next time that I actually really seen it, it came from that area, because there's my oldest kid's room, my 2-year-old's room, a bathroom, and it's a hallway. And then it comes out to the living room. I seen that figure come out from the hallway and go against the wall into my kitchen, towards my back room. Because the layout is the living room, their room's over here, the kitchen, my upstairs, and my back room, and a garage and back door back there. And it went that way. And then here recently, when we actually moved out, we still have the house, but we just don't stay there. I seen a black figure on my wall. It came from my kitchen and it ran across my wall. And I have video of that as well.
Have you heard any voices? Have you heard?
Yeah.
What have you heard?
Kids
what have they
screaming.
said? Okay.
It's unusual to have people have a white figure that they see. Dark is more common. I mean, we've seen the white, but that's kind of unusual.
I know.
Yeah, it is odd to see a white.
And I haven't seen the actual video here. That looks like she's got the actual video there.
There's something moving there. I can't tell.
Did you experience things before you moved into this house?
Yeah, that's where I was getting ready to head. Okay.
But the street that I live on is a very bad street. There's been a lot of murders.
Okay.
And so,
I'm not laughing at that at all.
No, I know. I had to do some research because I had to have a priest come out, and they blessed it, and it's still nothing worked.
Okay.
So before the priest came out, I had my mother figure. She's not a mother figure. She's been in my life for 12 to 15 years. She's not my biological mom, but she kind of took me in whenever I was young because I don't have a mom. And so she's religious. And she is a prayer warrior, so she kind of came and tried to help get whatever because she could feel the presence. And so could my dad. And so my dad was definitely there is something here, but it's not the evil kind, to where it hurts you. We all know that something's there, and it's not hurting us. I actually have a picture of a witch in my car.
You have in your car. There's a picture of a witch. You have a picture of a witch who is in your car.
Yeah.
Who is in your car? Mm-hmm. What the hell? What?
Yeah. It followed me from the house, and I used to be able to feel it. It used to touch me.
We had somebody else who was talking about that.
Debbie.
I don't like this 2026
well,
ghost trend.
It reminds me of. Because I spent whatever night that was trying to find Paranormal Witness so John could watch it. It's gone. I couldn't find it. But there was an episode of it once where this girl has this video from inside her home, inside her car, and she's talking about it's in the car with me, and you see a fucking head peek up from the back seat.
Mm-hmm. I have it. It's visible right there.
You'll have to point out where. Right here. Oh, okay. What is that?
That's the face.
Man, I don't like this.
That's the broom.
I don't like this new era ghost.
Look at the black.
I want to go back to the old school ghost that
the seat.
Couldn't cross the cemetery fence.
Yeah. We're not laughing at.
No.
I mean,
it's okay.
I don't know what that is.
So we'll have to do a little. I don't know what that is either.
Do you see the gray face up top?
Yeah,
I see something there. It almost looks like a motorcycle helmet if you look at it wrong.
That was at nighttime, and there was nothing around.
Bree, have you ever had paranormal activity before moving into this house?
No.
This all started when you moved into this house.
Yeah.
That's where I was getting ready to ask too. Is your husband usually maybe not in your case, but many times it's the husband who's the last one to buy into it.
Yeah, he hates it.
Well, but he's experienced it.
Right.
Okay. Because usually they don't believe it.
At first, he didn't believe me.
Okay.
At first, he didn't. But then, he knew. He's out of sight, out of mind, kind of. That's how he is. And me, I'm not, because my kids are in the house.
Right.
It's a mother instinct. It's a mother kind of thing to protect. And so I would talk to it. I was scared, but then not scared. And then I got scared because there was a few times that it was messing with my baby. It picked up the swing and dropped it. And my baby was in it. I didn't catch that on camera. which I'm really mad about. But I witnessed that, and he even witnessed that it startled her.
Are you talking about one of those little swings like on a stand, or
No, an actual swing that swings. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. You're both.
yes, we're both talking about the same thing. Yeah.
Okay. It lifted it up halfway off the ground and then dropped it.
Yeah, if it starts messing with the kids, that's
And-
not cool.
And as far as other things that you actually have seen or experienced yourself, is there anything else that you've seen or experienced, or that Mr. Bree has seen, or I don't know what his husband's
Brandon.
Oh, Brandon. That Brandon has seen or experienced.
I don't know exactly. He has to an extent, but he doesn't really share it with me because he's the out of sight, out of mind. But there's been a few times he's kind of seen something out of his peripheral, a black shadow, and he got scared. I have a video of him getting scared inside the house. It was like a light, like a lighter that lit something, and he yelled. He's like, "Hey!" And I came inside to help him or whatever, and I actually felt whatever try and pull my baby out of my arms.
Sure.
And then he felt that happen to him one time.
As far as the house goes, how old a house is this?
1953.
That's older.
Yeah, not millions years old.
Well, and she said earlier there's been, some incidents happen,
A lot.
Any in that house that you know of?
I don't
Do you
know.
want to know if we do discover that there were? Do you want to know that?
Yeah.
Okay. Just make sure I understood correctly. Do you don't live there currently, or you do? You still own it, but you don't live there.
Right.
Okay, gotcha.
See, that right there, what you guys are doing is what I have always said.
Yeah, me too.
Around this table, we've always talked about the fact that if I'm in a place and I see, some dude or something or a woman or whatever go down the stairs, it's not there, or they're moving stuff that's not there, I'm out.
I'm out.
So have you experienced
I'm
anything
good. I'm out.
I'm out.
since moving? Have you, in the new place that you're living, nothing?
Nothing.
Well, that's a good question. I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Nothing. It's strictly with the house. And that's what everybody thought I was going crazy. My dad was going to admit me into a psych ward because they didn't believe me at first. They didn't believe that it was following me. And then it stopped following me.
When you say following you, you mean like, are you talking about like in the car and stuff?
Everywhere. It would if I went to my dad's house and stayed the night, it would come.
Stuff would happen there?
It wouldn't happen, but it would touch me.
Oh, okay.
I haven't felt it in a while.
So the connection then after you left the house is broken, at
Right.
least what you understand now.
Right. Now I can tell it's there when I go to the house because I have a dog and he protects. He basically he does fight it off. He tries to fight it off because he's following it everywhere it goes.
In general, we always encourage people to not try to communicate, to not try to engage, because what it can do is it can feed the energy into the thing and make it stronger. And so we always tell people not to do that. And also a guy named Edwin Becker points out that you have no idea. The fact that it tells you something doesn't even mean that that's even real for what you do. Now, despite that, that's exactly what we do when we roll into the house.
We don't have to live there.
But we're not living there. Did you ever get anything as far as response or anything when you ask or try to engage this entity?
Whenever we tried to get it out of the house, it's kind of whenever it didn't talk or anything. My cabinet doors would open.
Okay.
I that's what I do know, and I did engage in that. Every time I go in there, my doors are open, and I would close all of them.
Do your video cameras have audio on them as well?
Yeah.
Have you heard anything on any of that, or have you even paid attention to that?
I don't think I've paid attention, but I've just more of like gotten video and looked.
You said you have heard like children.
Yeah, I've heard screams and like voices.
Does
but
it sound
I don't
like
know.
it's trying to sound like one of your kids, or is it something like completely different?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you that. That was a while back. It was one night we felt like we were trapped a little bit. We were in the kitchen and we were hearing it in the back area, like where my washer and dryer is and where my room is. You'd have to see the layout of the house on how we felt like we were kind of trapped.
Did this happen? Did this start almost immediately as soon as you moved in?
With the baby, as far as her seeing stuff,
Okay.
yeah. But I didn't see or
Right.
feel or know about anything until 2 months maybe after. So I can't really. It's been a lot.
Has it the whole time you were there? Was it pretty consistent that it was nonstop?
Yeah, when I started noticing it and seeing it and stuff, that first night when I moved the baby into that room is when it really kicked off.
Okay.
Because we seen that on the TV, that thing run.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first thing that we noticed. after the orbs.
Has the house ever had any electrical work done to it that you're aware of?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Because one of the things
There is a light in my house that likes to flicker.
Well, one of the things we always like to look for is something called EMF.
I was going to say with a 1953 build.
Yes, there's different theories beyond what some people believe that if you have a high EMF, and that's for lack of a better word, it's electricity waves leaking into the home, and it can happen with older wiring and stuff, that it feeds. Some people believe that feeds a paranormal. Other people believe that it causes people to see things that aren't there. Now, that doesn't mean that
Well, both those things they're not mutually exclusive. They are true. I mean, EMF, exists. It's electromagnetic waves, and there are people out there who are sensitive to EMF who experience the high levels of EMF can make them experience visual, auditory hallucinations, tactile type stuff, feeling like you're being touched and everything. And that's just one of the things that we'll check for. It would be very odd for you and your husband both to be,
well, and it also
EMF sensitive.
it's also not going to explain the videos you caught.
Right.
He never felt it touch him. Only me and my daughter. My daughter felt it.
How old is she?
She's 8.
8. Okay.
Yeah.
What happened when you got a priest to come out? What did they do?
They prayed over the house and put holy water in there.
You just got like a Catholic priest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How the hell did she find one? And I couldn't find one.
I don't know, Chris. Chris has been. We've had it on a completely unrelated to you subject. We've had a house. We've been trying to get some priests to come over
For like a year. I can't find anybody.
He can't get anybody. So
really?
you might get the card of that priest to get him to come over.
I'd have to look up the church. I forgot what it's called, but I got somebody to come out. So.
But you didn't notice any changes in activity?
No, it stayed. It's still there. And then a few days ago, like my husband's brother's kid came over because there's a school right there where my house is, and she stopped by and was just saying hi. And there's a lot of abandoned houses as well surrounding my house. There's one across the street, one on the side of us, one on the other corner, like around the corner.
So I would imagine with you, your goal in us coming is because you were talking about how, like, I think it was your dad that thought you were, having this psychological episode or something. I would imagine your goal with us coming out is to show other people that that we experience it as well. It's what I'm guessing. That may not be.
And plus, I at first I was scared, but then I had kind of grow up, and I think it's cool.
Okay.
Now, like there's nothing I can do, so why? Well, if it's not hurting me, if it's not coming after.
I was going to say, putting a few miles
Yeah.
between you always helps.
Do you know if anyone's ever tried like Ouija board or communication or anything?
Well, that's what. Whenever I was talking about my mother figure, she is religious. She tried to get it out. She tried to rebuke it, and so she brought a friend. And so what me and my husband have kind of put together, we don't know if she made it worse. All they did is just back where my daughter's room is, where that video is. That room, that bathroom in my other daughter's room, pitch black, so cold when they came in the house because it was already there. And I actually have a video of it coming from the attic. It came down from the attic and went behind the wall and went right into my first daughter's room. I have that video too. And it's a big one. It's pretty tall.
It's a big one.
This is white or is this black?
It's white. So I have 2 videos of the white, and then everything else it was the black figure, like that picture I showed you of the holding the candle. They didn't do nothing out of the ordinary, They just was like, "You're not welcomed here," basically acknowledging, "Hey, you were here before, but now it's time for you to go." Just like not even on I don't know. I've never dealt with this stuff before, but it wasn't weird. I felt like that's something that would.
That sounds pretty common.
That
sounds like a pretty common thing that you would do.
And she said she trapped somebody in the bathroom and she had a conversation with it, but I was not in there.
These are the religious people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, this is her mother figure,
Oh,
not the priest.
Okay. Sorry, I got.
Yeah, but she is religious.
Yes.
And she had a friend who is likes this stuff, and she felt the
like
presence.
a psychic or something like that.
That's what my dad was kind of thinking
medium?
of. I don't know. I'm not familiar.
We don't
all
do that part. So
we don't do the psychics. We don't even do religious stuff when we come out.
We set up recorders and then listen to them.
complex stuff.
Honestly, that's what we do. I mean,
No,
we're
I
after,
know.
after stuff we can specifically document, and then what we'll do is we'll try to say, okay, what could that orb be? Is that orb possibly a bug, but
Right, or a
that's
dust
going to fall,
particle.
dust
Yeah.
particle, and then because you can get those on lenses, and there have been times we've had massive disagreements around this table here about is that a bug or is that whatever.
That's what happened with me and my husband. My aunt thought it was a light from my backyard, a car. I was like, "There's no way a car can go through there. It's my backyard. There's no street. There is a street on like the other side, but like it's not. It wouldn't have done that." And she's talking about the video of the thing running. She thought that was a light, like a car light, a flashlight, and I'm just like, "No, there's no way. I'm sorry, no way." The orb, I understand the dust particles, but this thing was so big, and he's seen it, and then this one I seen went down and into my daughter's feet in her bed. So I'm just like, how can twice within 15 minutes? It's
Well, I mean, this is part of what we do. We go in and we will document, and then we will start looking at what other things can things be.
We don't look at that to try to disprove what you've said.
Yeah.
It's just the first.
It's just as we're trying, because as we check off things that we don't think it is, it makes this column over here more likely.
Yeah.
Right. And so that's what, I don't know exactly what room. I just know that my daughter's room is always cold, even if the rest of the house is warm.
Okay.
And then there's an attic. The upstairs is also a weird area too. So,
Okay.
Do your daughters have a closet in that room?
yep.
You're thinking of
And is this closet like the zone of the creepiness that's in the house? I mean, because it seems like that's like our
There's multiple
wheelhouse.
Closets.
Any of the creepiness come from the closets ever?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've had some run-ins in closets.
Closets are just not good.
Yeah. No, I have to go through my videos. I have a video of, the layout of my house. You walk into my front door. Behind my front door is a closet. Don't like it. It leads right to my first daughter's room. By walls. Then there's a closet in their room, right along, like diagonal to the closet behind my front door. Then there's my other daughter's room on the side of this first one. Don't like that whole room and the closet. Don't like it. And then I swear one time I opened the closet in my hallway, and when I opened it, something rushed out to me. Like I felt it bump me. Really weird. And so I shut it. I was like, no, I'm good. And so.
Have you ever talked to the people who lived there before you?
Yeah. And they didn't witness anything, but they always fought.
Okay.
They were never, and that's how me and my husband have been. We have not gotten along at all.
We've had
like
that.
we're almost on the verge to a divorce.
Yeah.
And that's
Because of this house.
okay. All right. Yeah.
I know. Were you getting ready to say we've had this before?
Yes.
With
I mean,
couples.
we've called the cops on each other because we cannot stand each other
Yep.
right now.
Yep.
We've
That's
had
almost,
that.
that's almost
yeah.
exactly what happened. It's almost exactly what happened.
Yeah.
That's why I had to get out of the house because I knew. I was like,
Have things gotten better with you and your husband out of the house?
a little bit. It's getting there. It's getting there slowly, but yeah, it takes time because we still have to go to the house. You know what I'm saying? So it's still
Right.
it's trauma though as well. It's definitely a lot of trauma.
I was going to ask: is your house, the house that we're talking about, the one in question, is it empty?
No.
Oh, okay.
It has
You're
our
still-
stuff there.
Your stuff's okay. Your stuff's still there.
That's why we don't sleep there, but we have to go and get our clothes, go and get stuff. That's what we haven't put stuff in storage yet.
Okay,
And
gotcha.
this might be a silly question, but the reason that you left is just because of the activity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it. Yeah, I can't sleep.
Number one, good for you guys getting out of there because that's the number one thing we always talk about. Now, sometimes financially and there's no other place to go and there's a whole list of reasons why people don't move in these scenarios. But I do think distancing yourself from this house is important, and we'll get in there and take a look at this.
Yeah.
Yes. And anything that happens, if you have any, are the cameras still going in there?
They're in there, but they're unplugged.
They're unplugged. Okay.
Yeah.
Any videos you've got in your archive there in your phone or wherever, feel free to send those along. We'll use those whenever we start getting prepared to come out and see what's happening out there.
Yeah, I have a lot, so I'll send a lot.
That's fine. Yeah, just
because
send 'em.
even the black figure I have in my room, you can see it come up from the ground and walk against the wall, and then you can see another one come back. So I don't think it's just one. I think there's multiple.
So I wonder if this house hasn't had a negative energy for a long time. If if we can do some history on this house and kind of see what's going on to see if
and plus the street as well. So that's why I was explaining earlier when the kids came over and said hi. That house has activity over there across the street.
Oh, you've talked to them before?
Yeah.
Okay,
And it's always around 2:30 to 3 o'clock in the morning. And they said that their dresser got knocked over.
That's pretty significant.
Yeah. And so that's why I've only had 2 things fall in my house. So
Well, you
have
may
they
have-
had a lot of activity, or did this just happen one time over that house and multiple?
I don't know. I haven't really. That was the first time I talked to them.
Considering the activity you had, and they've only lived there since November,
Right.
You probably got out at a good time because we,
Yeah.
what we've experienced before is it tends to ramp up.
Yes, yeah. It starts light, like what you're talking about,
And then it's getting- yeah.
and then it gets a lot more intense.
Yeah, because we would wake up with bruises. Me and my daughters. Legs are bruised up.
Okay. Is there a room in that house that has more activity than another? Is there a zone that is really
I
the
think
epicenter?
it's just the whole house now.
Okay.
Honestly, but mainly I don't know, and I can feel it. So when my head feels full right now, like a headache coming on, and that's what it feels like in my house
Now,
when you walk in.
Are you saying that I don't know how to word this without sounding goofy. Your ghost is
No.
Oh,
no.
you're sensitive to. Okay, gotcha.
She's saying that she's sensitive to paranormal.
Well, she was
activity.
talking about it riding in the car. I didn't know if she was saying maybe it came.
No.
Funny to watch you struggle through.
Right.
I know.
Yeah.
And due to the ghost tours that they do here, we're gonna ask the remember all ghosts must remain inside the castle here.
Yeah.
Because we need them for the ghost tours here. So.
They don't go anywhere. We will work with you to get a time very soon to get out there. Like I said, you're going to be the first.
And mind you,
priority.
when you come, because it likes to hype up at night.
Well, we would come on
Generally-
a Saturday evening.
Yeah, generally
Okay.
evenings.
Yeah,
Okay.
is generally when we can do it. That's when we almost always schedule. So, did I send you that pre-investigation little thing?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you've already got that. We'll get out there and see what we can find. Okay,
Okay.
and then we'll probably we'll go through all our recordings and everything, and then we'll show you what we got.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for coming on to the podcast today, Bree. We appreciate it.
No problem.
We'll see you at your house soon.
And we'll have more Dark Matter next week from Pythian Castle in Springfield, Missouri with Midwest Ghost Hunters.